Podcast Dragon.
Hey everybody, welcome back. And this is a very special video. It's the Maple Leaf Customs 2nd anniversary on YouTube Porsche Build Invitational. Now, there's only two rules in this invitational. The first is it's got to be a Porsche. And the second, you've got to give it away. Now, this Porsche, the 935, this specific car was the one that Andrew raced in Most Wanted on Skyth Raceway on my channel. So naturally, this was an obvious choice for me for Andrew's anniversary video for Maple Leaf Customs. Right, so let's get started. Pull out that 4mm drill bit and drill out those rivets. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm pretty new to the customs thing. This is only my 5th car that I've ever done, so don't expect miracles. After the rivets are out, it's a pretty easy dismantlement, and we're left with the 4 separate bits. Right, so the parts we're not using go into their own separate tub, and we'll use those later on. We're going to work on the Porsche 935's bodywork first. Well, not the bodywork, the paint job. So out comes the paint stripping gel, and we'll get the car dipped into that, and we'll leave it in its tub overnight for the paint stripping gel to do its work. The paint job in this car looks really good, and that's because the engine really didn't do its part in Most Wanted. Poor Andrew got arrested by the cops, and he spent pretty much the entire tournament in jail. And along with him, his car was impounded and therefore wasn't on track to get any more race dings and scratches. And that makes my job a little bit harder because I've got to try to improve on a car that already looks pretty darn good. Well, let's get on to the base. I like those wheels, but not enough. Let's give them a bit of an upgrade. So off come those wheels, and we'll replace them with die-cast details Advan Yokohamas. I like those gold wheels, and those deep dish rear fatties will really look good on this car. Off with the old and on with the new. That plastic blue base is definitely not going to work for the plans I've got for this car, so out comes the matte black spray paint, and there's the first of the 3 coats that went onto this car. While that dries, let's get on to some cleaning. I used this Pledge Clean It multi-surface cleaner for the interior of the car and the windows. It seemed to work pretty well with a bit of elbow grease and some kitchen towel. That turned out pretty well. Nice and shiny. I was surprised how much dust and dirt accumulated in that car over its time in lockup. And now it's time to remove the paint. So I got all the tools I needed together for the job at hand, and we're ready to go. The paint stripper looks like it worked a charm, and the paint is all rippled and separated from the car, which is what we want. Good. Like Andrew, I use warm soapy water and an old toothbrush to remove the paint from the bodywork. Takes a little bit more scrubbing in those hard to reach places, but it comes off pretty easy otherwise. And then we're down to the bare metal. And then it was time for metal bodywork preparation. It's always important to do this as thoroughly as possible for a better final product. So I used 4 different abrasive brushes, from hardest to softest of course, to try to get the smoothest possible surface. Well, before we get to laying down primer and starting the painting. And there's the result. A blank canvas, nice and shiny, ready for some primer and paint. But before we get on to the painting, let's make sure this baby is nice and clean. Let's pull out the auto sole and polish her up. At the final stage of cleaning, another dose of Pledge Clean It. Scrub-a-dub-dub. And this was the most nerve-wracking part for me, the paint job. I even forgot to record any of it. Silly me. The main color is this semi-matte silver, and then there are the acrylics which are used for the Porsche's lights, and of course then the clear coat. And then don't forget my homemade decals. Okay guys, that's it. The car is done. Are you guys ready to see it? My commentary is off. Enjoy the reveal. Congratulations on your second year on YouTube, Andrew. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share in your journey. And here's to another year of more fantastic work on Maple Leaf Customs. It's time to sign out, so drive wild and race free.
Podcast Dragon.